because this has never in my lifetime heard that a pope is resigning from the post until when you hear that he is dead, that somebody is newly elected to take up the responsibility. So this definitely had left me dumb, deaf, and I don't exactly know what actually is happening, but I believe this is the work of God. He is led by the Holy Spirit, and solely we will get somebody to replace him, and he'll be performing like how he was doing.
It came as a surprise, really. But then again, for me, it's a lesson that we must learn. The fact that he has gotten to a point and realized that his health really can't allow him anymore to function as he would have loved to do. I think that is a lesson for us all to learn, so that us, his followers, or followers of Christ like him, if we get to a point that we realize we can't really do as we are expected for whatever reasons, we should just humbly resign.
The decision by the Roman Catholic cardinals on the pontiff's replacement remains unclear, but until then, many are hopeful that whatever the outcome is, it is clearly the will of God.
Only God knows, but the Spirit of God goes to wherever it likes. Nothing can dictate the Spirit of God, be it African, Asian, be it from anywhere. Once that person who is going to be chosen is a Catholic, the Spirit will guide.
I believe if a family of God is divided amongst itself, that is the beginning of its downfall. For me, irrespective of whosoever leads the Catholic faith, we should still unite behind that person and see ourselves as servants of God and not the servant of that individual. So for me, color is not a divisive issue.
As Pope Benedict XVI calls it a quit as head of the Roman Catholic Church, hopes are high that his successor will further imitate him on key areas that he is said to have registered tremendous success, such as interfaith dialogue. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
The report there by Samuel Ba takes us to our first break. News from outside the Gambia's next.
FIG, Hero de Sens. If you were searching for, you can visit us at our state-of-the-art banking hall headquarters at number 50 Keraba Avenue, or call 4399-144 or 437-8489. We have various branches and implants within the Greater Banjul area and throughout the length and breadth of the country. The branches are Tabokoto, London Corner, Cow Junction, Pakote, Brikama Nyambai, Brikama Haulakunda, Bansang, Soma, Farafene, Bara, Basse Highway, Basse Santusu, and Fatoto. All in all, we have 41 branches just for your financial convenience. At FIG, we have 7 mediums through which you can send and receive money worldwide. MoneyGram, Money Express, Connection Express, Lee Direct, Western Union, RIA, and Wari. Don't just send and receive. FIG it.
Welcome back. South Africa's Blade Runner Oscar Pistorius is due in court on Tuesday, and police have charged him with the murder of his girlfriend. Pistorius has rejected the allegation. His management company says the Blade Runner has pulled out of 5 upcoming races to focus on the legal proceedings. And on the same day Pistorius returns to court, River Steenkamp will be buried. Authorities have said little about the possible motive for the shooting, but prosecutors plan to up the charge to premeditated murder. Senance Kepelo Mabuse has more on how the death has shocked South Africa.
At the shopping center just up the road from Oscar Pistorius' house, there's still shock and disbelief that the 8-time Paralympic medalist is accused of murdering his girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
Sunday.
I saw them the Sunday before the shooting, this man says. They were holding hands and looked so happy. I'm very upset, this man says. He was very generous. He tipped us more than $10 every time. The only reason I never went to bed hungry was because of Oscar Pistorius. The double amputee, the first ever to compete in the able-bodied Olympics, is charged in the death of model River Steenkamp. CNN has been told investigators believe that in this high-security complex where he lives, Pistorius shot Steenkamp 4 times through a closed bathroom door and then carried her downstairs where she died. his family says he's innocent.
We have no doubt here is no substance for the allegations, and that the state's own case, including its own forensic evidence, strongly refute any possibility of a premeditated murder or murder as such.
This is where Oscar Pistorius spent the weekend, in a police cell with a charge of premeditated murder hanging over his head. Just around the corner from here is Pretoria Boys High, a school that prides itself with producing some of South Africa's greatest achievers, among them Oscar Pistorius. The case has reignited a debate over gun control and the high levels of domestic violence in the country.
When we look at all murders of women, our rate of murder of women in South Africa is about 5 times higher than the global average.
She says tougher gun laws instituted in 2000 significantly reduced the overall homicide rate in the country, but not intimate partner murders.
Many countries in the world don't even collect data on the proportion of women who are killed by intimate partners. But a country like the United States that does have those statistics enables us to make a direct comparison. And there we see that South Africa has a rate that is 3 times higher than the rate found in the US.
Pistorius, who has not yet issued a plea, already is assembling a high-profile defense team, an indication he's approaching this case with the same determination that has won him international acclaim in the athletic arena. Nkepile Mabuse, CNN, Johannesburg.
Concern about China's one-child policy is growing. Some people who once again supported the rule are critical of it. And for one family in particular, the change of heart has to do with the loss of their only son. CNN's Marichan says their story.
The name on the headstone is of Tian Yao, his parents' only son. He died of cancer last year at just 21, leaving this family shattered. Other families are celebrating the Spring Festival together, his mother cries. But look where we are. This is China's one-child policy, gone tragically wrong. At their apartment in Beijing, Tian Yao lived and died. There's no bitterness here, just concern about how they will manage in a country where pensions are low and children are expected to look after their parents in old age.
A lot of people before us and after us supported the policy. We supported it, but the current policy does not have a concrete plan. And although little by little they're trying to make it complete, I think that the government will not care for us. We're 50. As we get older, what will happen?
Of course, for a parent, the loss of a child is always deeply traumatic and sad. But here in China, because of the strict one-child policy, the death of a daughter or a son can be even more devastating, depriving millions of families, not just of a loved one, but of a future. Help is scarce, but at the offices of the Love Delivery Hotline, an aid agency in Beijing, childless pensioners are offered counselling and financial support to enter retirement homes. But organisers say the Chinese government should do more.
They need a policy for the consequences of the one-child policy. What you see is middle-aged and elderly people facing the difficulties of growing old without anyone to depend on. They must quickly implement policies that compensate them for this.
Back at their son's grave, the parents of Tian Yao are overwhelmed. Let's go now, sobs his mother, or we'll be even more sad. For many of China's bereaved parents, mere compensation could never be enough. Matthew Chance, CNN Beijing.
We'll go for another break. We'll be back.
Unique Solutions brings you its latest products and services powered by 4G WiMAX technology. UMAX opens up a whole world of possibilities that you've never experienced before. Connectivity with a difference, suitable for all internet users. MMAX gives you true mobility at super fast broadband speeds, full on Hawaii, everything, everywhere, and every day. Experience super fast internet in a fresh new world, faster than you can ever imagine. Available only at Unique Solutions. For further information, call us now on 43